I don't understand the problem.
How much you make?
$6.89.
That's what I told Matt. Probably something around 700.
I guess $6.80.
Let's check on Matt's progress here. He's obviously got the cam done. Heads are on. Looks awesome. The new push rod's already in. Getting ready for the intake manifold. This one's still just getting a stock intake manifold, and it already had a K&N intake, so we're putting that back on. So stage 3. The only thing that really differentiates the stage 4 from the 3 is the Mamo MSD Nick Williams throttle body, and obviously the injectors. Sweet, looks good.
So with the rockers, I'll at least get the motor sealed up and put the intake on, valve covers, headers.
Okay.
And that'll probably get me to the end.
Nice. So this is the stage 4 that we just finished up. Obviously you saw in the dyno that we hadn't put the inserts in yet. They are in now. Looks really good. I believe the customer is coming to pick it up today. So it looks really good. Killer power, of course. Should be pretty happy with that. Clean car. What the f is that?
I couldn't find my white watch, so I just wore this today instead. You don't like it?
No. The Flavor Flav comments.
This one holds more fuel than the other one. This is like a 20-ounce tank.
Please tell me you didn't actually go out and buy this thing.
Don't hate, bro.
Dude,
24 karat gold.
that is not gold. It's plastic.
It's not.
It's plastic. It's.
This part's not.
Oh, okay.
Sick, bro.
Dude. What the?
I don't understand the problem.
You don't understand the problem.
No, I set the time right here.
Oh yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah, I already set it.
It's not 2 something right now.
Somewhere in the world it is. That's the time I set it to.
That is
look at your
awful.
world clock.
Oh.
In the time to Australia, it's 2:39. I set it fast a couple minutes in case I'm late.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kristen does that in her car, and I can't stand it.
KP does it too.
Really? It must be a girl thing. And I'm like, you know, it's 12 minutes fast. So what?
I asked her what time it is, and she tells me. She's like, "But it's actually this." I'm like,
why? But why?
yeah, like our alarm clocks are. We don't. I use my phone as my alarm, but our clock's like next to our bed. Like mine's one time, and hers is like 14 minutes faster.
I don't like. To like, I guess when you wake up in the morning, it scares you, so you like get up faster.
I mean, maybe when you were 20, not when we're our age.
It's so stupid. I hate having like a math problem every time I like am getting somewhere. It's
yeah,
stupid.
I know.
So what's all done to this thing, you know? I know it's got a pulley on it.
Maybe just an upper. Concorded blower, pulley, meth, headers, and an air intake, I think.
Okay.
Just like bolt on.
Okay. A little extra spice. A little on there.
Yeah, a little.
No. Dude, that is awful. Please light that on fire.
Nah, bro. It's gold and it would just melt.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna melt on her. It's fine. I could tell what tires are on this thing just by the line.
They're loud, yeah.
Watch your blades. Dude, I can't. No.
Come on, man. Everyone, people are like, hey, you got the time? They don't need to ask me now. They can just look for themselves. I filled it up in the pump on the way in.
It still says the same time as last time I checked with you. It must be broken.
No, it works great. It's only like 30 seconds later. It only has minute and hour hand. This thing's heavy, dude. It's solid gold. It weighs like 10 pounds. This is porcelain.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice. Looks like a sticker.
I got it from like Italy or something.
So 2017 Chevy SS Auto. Headers.
Around that area.
That Rotofab.
Yeah, cooks.
Cooks. Okay. I'm guessing no cats, the way it sounds.
What the hell is this?
Oh, that's Fran.
What the hell
Flame
is
of Flame thing.
Yeah. Flame. I'm going with
425.
418. What am I calling it? 380?
To not even. Like 350.
I made more than that.
No, after yours car was tuned.
This has headers. Yeah. Okay, 425 is right about there because I remember one I did.
That's my guess.
428.
What a scumbag.
Nope. I mean, I was going to say 425 first, and then you were like, 425!
Sure you were. Sure you
I was
were.
actually going to say 420, but I don't want people thinking I'm a stoner.
415? Alright.
Yeah, it does have a heavy aftermarket wheel on it, so.
Yeah, well,
I got 418, so we're all pretty close here.
What did I say? 428, I think I said.
yeah. I'm basically screwed unless I hit it on the dot. Whatever. Pop this joint.
Oh, look, it's white too.
It was white.
It was.
They wrapped it. They did a good job on the wrap at least. Like the lines are really good. Professionally done.
White car. White's my joint.
He didn't want to be like you. Yeah, your car did like 358 baseline bone stock without tune. When we were done with it, it was 379. Tune.
Stock plugs too.
Yeah, that's probably half of it. Let's see.
going now, moving now.
It was.
It did.
Wow.
Oh man, this thing.
Just gonna do the one thing.
Yeah, I would check that before you do it. It's not going to get a converter or zap.
No, it's not gonna.
Looks like the speedometer's not moving.
All right, small problem. So it looks like Matt's next project is this purple SS. Matt, what are we doing to this thing?
Heads can, but there's something going on with the trans. I gotta check the fluid real quick, see if it's full, and then obviously if it's full, it's probably gonna need a trans. So
Okay.
that might throw a curveball on what.
And what we're doing?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, as
We're gonna find out right now. Start it up and.
as you saw in the dyno there, it was not really liking getting going. Maybe when
Yeah,
it was
when it was
hot.
cold, it was fine, but as soon as it got hot,
Exactly. And the customer told us, he said something's weird going on with the trend, so apparently he knew it was doing something, so we're
I
gonna check.
highly doubt the fluid's low. I mean, it just doesn't go anywhere. If it's not leaking, it's not gonna be low.
True. Unless someone did a flush and then didn't do it
Correct.
correctly.
Yeah, but I would think he would tell us that information.
Right. Maybe he was having issues with the train, someone did a flush to try to help remedy the slipping, and maybe didn't put it.
Unless first gear's
Or
going
train's low on line pressure.
Yeah, something's going on. I mean, you have to rev it to like $3 grand to get it to start moving.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not good.
Oh, she dirty.
That ain't good.
Let me grab a cup.
She dirty and she's pretty full, so not a good sign. Oh, she's sparkling.
It's done.
How's she smell? That's the main thing.
Actually, not that bad.
It smells alright.
It's sparkly though. All right, so what's the verdict?
I'm gonna say it needs trans.
Yeah.
So, see, have to get the little palm, and I assume I'm probably gonna be pushing this off my lift for now.
Yeah. I couldn't tell if it was spinning, it's just so loud.
Yeah, it was like 10-0 ridge.
Okay. Curious to see. You said this is a stock bottom end, I guess?
Cam, stock converter, F1A, fuel system. It has a Flex 2 on it, I think.
We're doing a flex fuel?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was 6.5 pounds at 4,400.
So maybe like 12 pounds or something?
Maybe.
So as we're tuning it, small problem. It's out of fuel.
Yeah, like it goes up to like 80 something, and then at like 4,800 it's down to 63. Then at 5,100 it's at 50. Then at 5,400 it's at 39. And then it kind of stays around there, like 40, 42, 43. It like kind of bounces around. So it's just a stock pump with a DSX kit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that would be out of fuel on pump gas. Like, it shouldn't drop pressure, I wouldn't think. I would think that this setup should be capable of making 800-900 on 93. Doesn't really make sense. I don't understand why it's dropping. I mean, it is, but I don't know. It's got some sort of an issue that I can't fix in a tune. I'll put it that way.
Alright, well, we're going to have to stop it there. We're going to figure out the fuel system issues. And then we can continue. But that's where we're left off. $727, 636, about 11 pounds. Still not revved out all the way though. Definitely too much boost for stock bottom end, 13 pounds. Yeah, and we're not even finished yet, so we're gonna put a bigger pulley on it and see what it does.
It's probably only going to drop it like a pound and some change.
Did it make a difference?
Yeah, not a ton though.
Yeah, I was getting a 463 to a 463.
I mean,
That's not much.
it should be
About
2
two.
pounds. Huh?
About 2.
Oh, okay.
Really, that? I mean, that's bad.
Generally a pound per 10 minute, you would say.
So before on a full pull it was making 13 pounds, and on a stock bottom end it's really kind of too much. So we put a bigger pulley on it. Just made a pull. It's down closer to where we want it, 11, and that wasn't a full pull, so it'll probably be closer to the 11.5 at a full pull. But not a whole lot less as far as power. You're still having the fuel difficulties.
I don't know. I mean, we're just talking about that. I'm reading fuel pressure from the stock sensor, which is in the rear.
Okay.
And I'm thinking that with the DSX kit or whatever, that's obviously after the sensor. So I think that it's not reading the actual fuel pressure. I think it's reading pre-fuel system fuel pressure, which is making the duty cycle and all this other shit kind of go up but kind of sit there. So, but I can still control fueling, so that makes me think that the pressure's not like that. We might put a gauge up, yeah, up on the rail, but I want to make some more pulls first and see what it's doing. Because if it was actually dropping 40 pounds of fuel pressure, it'd probably be going lean as shit, and it's not. So,
I agree.
but yeah, I'm going to make a couple more pulls and just try and smooth out air fuel, and then I'll put a gauge on it. That way I can pay attention to it.
Okay. Not that bad power-wise.
No, 775 on the old pulley, and it'll probably make pretty damn close to that when I'm done now, which still might be a bit. I mean, it made 730 on a pull that I went to. I mean, it wasn't I went to like 6200, but yeah, I mean, it's still making pretty good power. If we're doing E, we're putting a different pulley on it again.
Go even bigger.
Yeah, because I mean, this thing will probably still make 12 pounds.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not gonna have this thing make 800 and some horsepower on E.
Stock bottom end.
Yeah, stock bottom end, like.
But my buddy's cousins, sisters.
I don't feel comfortable doing that on 90% of customers' vehicles. It's one of my friends, and they understand that if something happens and it blows up, and they don't give a f, then it is what it is. But a normal customer, 90% of the times, I will not ship that out the door.
Yep. Or your own, you'll send it.
Yeah, it's a different story because I always monitor like for a car that you can just get in, hit the key and beat the out of, that is not the setup that I would do that with. I mean, I understand it's not my car and it's not my money, but still don't like
You don't
doing
want
that.
the customer come back in a week later saying, why did it blow up?
Yeah.
We're not that kind of shop.
Nah.
We'll push it to the limit safely. We're not going to push it above just to make a number.
There's an actual safe limit, and then there's an internet safe limit.
Oh yeah. They vary greatly.
Yeah, they're about 400 horsepower difference.
Alright, well, she's making some power for sure. Jeez. I mean, that's killer power, pump gas, no meth, but
Yeah, it's really good.
it is an F1A, so that's...
These blowers are really stout up to like a certain level. Like if you want like under 900, the F1A is a badass blower. Because they spit up fast, they make a lot of low end, they make good torque. You want more than that, you make an F1A 94, yeah. Which is low, you know, not as good down bottom, but significantly better up top.
So the verdict is, we were talking to Bill, we're going to try to get even a bigger pulley if he wants to run E.
Yeah, I guess. We're just going to talk to the customer and see what he wants to do.
I mean, there's no meth on the car.
Yeah, I would prefer to have a little less boost and make like maybe, because it just made 752. So I'd rather make this power on E and make like 680 or so on pump.
At like 9 pounds or so.
Yeah, that, I would feel safer with that.
Alright, so it's a little closer boost-wise to what we want. Just made 666. Pretty killer at 8.5 pounds of boost with that 525 pulley. So now we're gonna add some E and see what it does. That's doing pretty good on you.
About where I expected.
For under 9 pounds of it, like
No,
8.5.
yeah, about 8.5 pounds.
That's pretty killer.
It's good, that way I'll have room to grow.
Yeah. I mean, yes, we know it made more power on pump. Pulled it up to make it safer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was on 13 some pounds before, and it's...
Yeah. And you wanted to run E, so we weren't gonna let it make that boost, put E in it, make more power. It's just not smart.
No. Nope. Especially not with a stock auto and
Yeah.
It ain't gonna make 800 the tire on a stock auto and be like the most reliable thing in the world.
No. I mean, this thing
These autos aren't bad, but they're also not that good.
Okay. What's he at?
I think like 50.
Okay, good.
Yeah, right at 50.
Need stock mufflers on this thing.
It almost sounds like it's breaking up low arm. Like when you rev it, it sounds like it's like breaking up, but it's not. It's just the way the muffler is making it sound.
Yeah.
Very loud. it's like fourth gear. Third's fine. I mean, obviously I didn't try a second, but
Probably won't hold or not spin in second anyways.
yeah, I might. But I mean, if fourth is trans is slipping, there's no point. I don't know who tuned this thing before, but
So it needs trans.
I mean, it shifted and went right to 7,000 and hit the limiter, and like, I mean, you can see this is third gear, all of this, and then that little bit is fourth gear. I mean, it shifted, went down to like right at 6,000 RPM, 5,900, and then hit 7,000 that fast, 7,008. The limiter 7,000, so. Yeah, well that's the trans can take 700 all day. The problem is if it was shitly tuned before and it was slipping going into fourth, like it's slipping on a 3/4 shift, you do that a couple hundred times, the clutches wear away. I mean, it's only so much you can do. It just is what it is. I mean, that's why shifts need to be like firm and crisp. Not too hard to where it's like breaking you, but like they need to be crisp so it's not just continually slipping the clutches every single time it shifts.
Right.
When you make it, you know, crisp and clean like I just did, it shifts real quick. I mean, you can see the timing dip is the shift. So it's shifting like super fast, like the little white line is timing. So little dip is the shift. And it needs to be like that. If it's like this long in the logger, it's like, then it, you do that a couple hundred times and gets that by. Mark the blow through?
The other one's fine. So that's good.
Needs a radiator.
Yeah, I'm going, step back a little bit in case
In case it shoots out.
I'm going backwards.
Shoot Steve here, you don't need a
No.
bucket. I'm not going to shoot it out, you want to hold it in the bucket.
It's not going to come out of there. It's coming out of there.
Oh, coming out of the radiator, so. Man, that is
I mean, nothing.
So what was the update on this? Clogged?
well, this was the one that the trans on the Dyno, they couldn't even make a base. They made like one baseline pull, and the second one it like was just slipping all over the place.
Correct.
So we said to just figure the trans is shot, which I'm sure it is now at this point, but we don't think the trans was the main issue. Matt went to clean out the lines in the cooler and all that, and spray through it, and he couldn't spray anything through it. So it was a clog. So I'm sure that's why the trans had no pressure, which is why it was slipping, and then which is I'm sure it definitely needs a thing now, but yeah.
So basically,
Something is clogged.
two transmission coolers. One is in the radiator tank, and then it blows to an external one. So I just separated the two, you know, real simple. I can blow through one and not the other. So we're gonna go ahead and replace the radiator too. I mean, who knows? The trans might have clogged the radiator, or
you never know.
or vice versa. It's just one of them things. Yeah,
But if we didn't find this, it would have blown up the second one too.
Right, it's true.
then I'll be doing it again. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell what actually caused the failure. This could have clogged from something else and caused the trans to blow, or the trans could have been slowly blowing, dumping fluid and getting clogged in the radiator, and then, you know, this. But
Yeah, I mean, it could just be probably clutch material and stuff like that. But
yeah,
who knows?
Either way, the remedy is the
It's
same.
gonna get fixed, right?
yeah.
That's
That's why you take this to fucking Billy Bob's garage, or who is it, Matt?
Jerry Diagnosing.
Jerry Diagnosing.
Jerry Gerardo or
Whatever. If you take it to him and he just slaps the trans in this bitch, you know, you go back 500 miles later.
I got myself a reman.
Yep.
6-month warranty. Well, after 6 months,
So
6-month warranty.
keep putting them in every 6 months.
Exactly. Jerry Gerardo.
Alrighty.
He's our favorite.
Get that thing off the dyno, Steve. What do you say?
Sounds good.